far more controversial is how is this Star Trek being made? Right? How is this? Well, let's have a look. Rhino, is he doing Rhino? Dad, I was just moaning and complaining that I always love it. He's a responsible man at arms. Well, I can't quite agree. I was just complaining on Sunday. My Sunday chat, I'm always dead tired because I come on yours. But I like yours too much, right? I really enjoy going on your channel. So there you go. He's a cross on his back. Fine. Speaking of crosses, we need to bear. Right? There's a new Star Trek coming out, and again, this one seems weirder to me than Star Trek Starfleet Academy. Wouldn't it be weird if that show's good, Starfleet Academy? I mean, like, wouldn't that not be Bizarroville? Because, like, it seemed to be the continuation to Discovery, but man, it's got a good cast. It's got a really strong cast. So I don't want to tell you, although this is a pretty good cast. So let's look at this trailer for Section 51. Oy vey.
Here's a customer hoping for a word.
Okay, I'm annoyed by this initially because wasn't there just one guy left with his face black and white, right? Which is probably one of the greatest episodes about racism ever. Wasn't there just one guy left and the whole planet was destroyed? I don't know. It's my question is this really not Star Trek though, right? But here, let's throw this up as a comparison, which is I think most people really, really loved, right? Star Trek Renegades. Now this is from about 10 years ago. And you can watch it on YouTube. The only drawback is when they're on the bridge, you can tell it's in the size of a broom closet, right? It's tiny. Oh, now I understand. They ripped off Renegades. Oh, okay, now it all makes sense.
Beyond this place of wrath and tears, looms but the horror of the shade.
This is like kind of exciting new look on, new look at Star Trek.
I'll lead them away. You stay here.
I mean, I always thought Firefly would be much better if it was Star Trek Firefly, right? And he had that premise in the Star Trek universe.
Don't leave me!
I have to, or they'll get you too.
There may be evidence that she is still alive.
Now, I have to tell you, I was never a massive fan of Voyager. I love seeing Tim Russ as Tuvok, right? I love seeing him in Picard. I love seeing Tuvok again. I mean, it's just Tuvok's very angry about ripping off the Renegades. Says P.D. Rich.
Tell me.
Do this mission, and I will.
I directed it. I forgot about that, right? But there's been a bunch of episodes, I believe.
I'm worried about you, Poppy. You should have retired years ago.
I'm only 143.
He becomes the president of Earth at some point. Oh, man, they got Robert Guardo in this as well as a medical... please say the nature of the medical emergency. Right? Okay.
With all the new medical advances, I'll be around when you become captain.
The Federation made a grave mistake in interfering. We will not be stopped by you. We will not be stopped by anyone.
I mean, I get the feeling this is way better, right? This is way better than Section 31. This looks like might be quite fun.
The Council refuses to act. He is destroying planets, and yet they do nothing.
We can't trust him.
Our salvation may rest with rogues and outcasts.
Alexa.
Is he dead, Walter Koenig? I can't remember. He was pretty close to it, but I think he is.
Sing. You're supposed to be serving out a life sentence in an Orion prison.
A recognized leader of a whole world, and we'll just stroll in and assassinate him.
I'll start.
How did they do this as a fan film? And they fucked up everything, right, in the official canon.
Fleet's prime directive won't let them interfere, so they have to find someone else.
Spirit without discipline can have deadly consequences.
This is his stronghold.
Okay, I'm just convinced myself to watch this. So screw Section 31. This is what you got to compare it to.
Fortified.
That won't bother me.
So is that the guy from Voyager who was one of the Borg they rescued, and then they like killed him on Star Trek Picard season 2? Renegades 2 had to strip the Star Trek out. I believe they did. That I remember.
That won't bother me.
Be careful. One tragedy is enough. Make no mistake. You will be hunted.
That's the way we like it.
Chase me.
I will bring the Federation to their knees.
We could be in trouble.
We're already in trouble.
Let's give them hell. Return fire.
Okay, I'm excited. I want to see that. Okay, this looks great.
Be careful, Paul. This could get out of hand.
Oh, isn't he in a different Star Trek? I can't remember. No.
Very easily.
Yeah, as P.D. Rich said, they had to strip out the Star Trek, right? From within. Fine. So that looks pretty darn good. Let's go back to this again.
Bring him.
Okay. Frankly, I like the design of that space station. I think that looks very, very cool.
Here's a customer hoping for a word with you.
Bring him.
I mean, it's really dependent on liking Michelle Yeoh as well, which I didn't mind her in that James Bond movie, right? And then it was about the same time as Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, which I didn't really like.
What are you doing in my space station?
I'm giving you a chance to get back in on the action on a galactic scale.
What a cute idea.
She's really not good, is she? That's the thing. I just don't believe her at all. She's really not good. I do like that design on that space station, though.
The only way this works is if I know exactly what I'm dealing with.
We're facing a threat unlike anything Starfleet's ever seen.
Billions of lives are at stake. Gather your people. We're gonna need every one of them.
It looks very similar to Renegades, doesn't it? It really does.
31 is a Black Ops division. Spy work.
That smiling, is that a Vulcan or a Romulan? Right? You got to, if that's a Romulan, why do they have a bit of a bumpy, next gen forehead? It looks like it's a Vulcan, but okay. Well, let's see.
31 is a Black Ops division.
Now, and is that what a Delta? The chick from Star Trek 1, who everyone was like, Persis Kuda, whatever. Who, when she came on the bridge, they give off these pheromones, right? That makes you super horny, right? What's it name? Delta.
Vision. Spy work.
It's just a place for people to bend the rules.
Starfleet is here to make sure no one commits murder.
Wait a minute. Is that Monica Baccarin? Here, okay, 1 second. Let's have a look at the cast list. Star Trek Section 31. That does look like Monica. Is it Monica Baccarin from Firefly and a bunch of other things? If I'm looking at the cast list now, Michelle. I'm not seeing her name. Michelle Yeoh, Amari Hardwick, Casey Royal, Sam Richardson, Sven Rygov, Robert Kaczynski. I don't know. Okay, fine. So it's not telling me, who that is. Probably just a bit character.
Whatever you believed your mission was, is worse than you thought.
I mean, this would work. Again, I've said this so many times. I said this about She-Hulk. I said this so many times. If you had a working MCU or a working Star Trek universe, this will be a interesting little, view from a different direction. Star Trek is the only Star Trek that I've accepted in my head for several decades now. You should check out Star Trek Picard Season 3, right? That was perfect, I would say. And I liked Strange New Worlds Season 1. That was really, 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 really good. It's an 8-bit Snake Boy. Other than that, yes, avoid like the plague.
How do we stop it?
We work together and don't get dead.
I'll try my hardest.
You ready? Let's get messy.
You don't answer her question.
I can't believe I'm going into this with an open mind, given that is it by Alex Kurtzman? Is he writing it? It's written by Craig Sweeney, who has done like a jobbing writer. I don't know. Maybe it might be good. Oh, God, I sound like a battered wife, don't I? Maybe he'll be nice this time.
Directly, she will punch you in your face.
What? You said that she was going to be doing the face punching!
I lied.
You have no idea what you've started.
This is gonna be bad.
I tell you, it looks better than Star Trek Discovery, which is like, awful.
4, 3, 2, 1.
We survive together.
I mean, this is really the entire Alex Kurtzman vision of Star Trek, where it's always been leading to, right? It's always been leading to Section 31. And honestly, it was a bit of a naff idea in DS9 when they came up with it, right? I have to tell you. But yeah. My oath of celibacy is on record, Captain. Indeed, right? Indeed. So, well, I don't know. I'm going into it over mine. Did I think that trailer was quite good? Let's look at it again, right? It is only a TV movie. That's correct. But like, I have to say, I thought the trailer for Joy to the World they put out recently, I thought that was a good trailer as well. Right, I'm looking at this from the view of a normie, right? And let's see what happens. Okay, normies are out already. The minute they see that, they're out. They're like, oh, space, don't care, it's weird. And those shoes look really bad, don't they?
There's a customer hoping for a
Yeah,
word.
there's nobody buying this. I mean, like, people might watch it if it's on, but like, really? Star Trek 3 and Section 1 Season 1. Whereas Max Week, no, just not good enough after all the prior damage. I see. I watched Picard in its own bubble, as its own thing. It's honestly the best Star Trek I've seen since. Whoa, that's a long time now. Well, at least since Enterprise. Better than the JJ movie by a long way. The first one, which most people liked. Better than... It was better than Insurrect. No, was it First Contact? I mean, genuinely, it was better than First Contact, which is, I think, one of the pinnacles of Star Trek. Listen, it's up to you, mate. Whatever you want to do. Strange New Worlds is a much more acquired taste, because that's much more of a different take on Star Trek, which is I don't mind that really. But honestly, there's so much love of Star Trek in Picard season 3, right? There's this one scene at the end where the Enterprise swoops. They bring back the Enterprise D, and it's glorious. Oh God, it's so good when they bring back the Enterprise D, and they basically reset Star Trek so they can all be old now, and it's fine, right? And they will introduce new characters. If only they did Star Trek, was it Legacy? That was supposed to be the sequel series to it. It would have been really good, but they snapped up Terry Metalis for the Vision series, and that's why I'm going to watch it, right? That's why I'm going to watch the Vision series, because it looks pretty darn good, right? I am very much on board. So I'm going to say that trailer doesn't look awful, right? That trailer doesn't look awful. I just don't see how on earth, like, who's going to watch that, right? My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.